Hello. Welcome to the show that always looks good in a cult robe. You just look at me. I am fly. It's Gibbous, a Cthulhu Adventure. Right, we're going into this laboratory here. This is where we left off last time. The secret lab of the occult assholes. Oh. Did I just walk into a cool puzzle?
It's a dark, deep pit, but down there I can just make out something wrong. Squirming around.
Is this where the... Oh, what the hell did they call it?
Another pit. Another unseen creature writhing.
Oh no, so they... Maybe there's a different creature in each thing?
A plain, scratched metal panel of sorts.
Don't touch unless one escapes, worms.
Okay.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Looks like this door somehow slides into the wall.
Okay.
This definitely opens...
Stay out, mooks.
Can we get any reading off of... Oh no. Okay, they went away. So let's check out what this device is.
Its only feature is a big...
Here's the pits we can look into. That doesn't sound pleasant. Okay, we don't need to hear that again. Can we get any hints of what this button does before you press the damn thing?
Press this button, worm, and we all die.
Okay, so that doesn't sound good. Can I open just one?
No.
No. Okay, well, I'm gonna push the button.
I don't like my chances of surviving that. Gotta think of another way.
Gotta think of another way. Okay, he wrote something in this book here. Still not in the lab yet. I've convinced Priscilla to get Otis out of the factory. So this is from last time. They should be safer now. I'm on my way into a vast space with pits scattered all over. And I don't mean empty ones. Something is screeching and snarling and gnawing down there. A lot of something. Damn. There's a big red button in the center hall. But it might release what's ever in those pits. Better find out more before pressing it. Okay. Can we move around the room any? Yes, but not to the point where it reveals anything. Okay, we did have this nitrogen spray. What if we use this on the door?
No.
What if we use the nitrogen spray on this?
Doesn't help here.
What if we use the crowbar on the door?
Can't find a single place to stick it in.
What if we use this here?
Nothing to remove or perforate.
What if I freeze the pits?
It's not an immediate threat now.
Okay, so
No. No.
what if I take this apart?
I'm not messing.
Okay, so I think I've tried every item on every item. I can't leave it. I can't go back to where we were. So let's have a think. Let's go back to this panel again.
Looks stuck in place.
Okay, so what if we crowbar that?
K-Type's got leverage.
I hadn't tried that.
It seems to control some kind of security apparatus.
Oh, I did walk into the puzzle.
Looks like a view of this room from above. And there's a cage hanging overhead.
Okay, so can I move? How do I move the cage?
Huh. So the button opens both the door and the monster's pits. Devious. That's one monstrosity secured, and all the rest of them loose.
What if I put it over myself?
That's all the creeps loose, but at least I'm safe once I press this button. I don't see a better option.
Okay. big red button opens what I think is the door in the actual lab and the monster pits. Just one protection cage that I can move around. Better make it count. Let's hope this works. Are we finally gonna get to see one of these Cthulhu Oh, Jesus. Sorry I asked. Oh, that's not a cutscene. This is actually me playing. Oh my god, look at these fucking things.
I don't know what that is, but it wants me dead. I ain't touch. No time for.
Okay. I made him back out. Yeah, there we go.
I hate to admit it, but I was shaken. Experiments or not, scientific reality or abhorrent supernatural nightmare, these horrible blobs of flesh, limb, and rot existed. I could still smell their indescribable presence, even though they were all gone. God knows where. It really takes a lot to shake me, but I was shaken.
Pick up this wood. Let's pick up the other wood. Oh, the pebbles.
Yeah.
I mean, they just appeared on the floor in front of me, so obviously I need them. Are we finally in the lab?
I was inside the butcher's inner sanctum, and I'd expected this place to be lousy with guts and gore and parts and pieces, but this wasn't that. This was, well,
that's kind of what I was thinking
colorful,
too, like some kind
colorful in a way that makes a Joe uneasy, and it set me to
nightmare.
wondering what this guy had for triangles. So many triangles.
I wish it was lighter in here. Made it into the butcher's inner sanctum. Power's out though. Alright, strange dust mound.
I've noticed these dust mounds everywhere.
Huddle! Huddle together, lovelies!
Were they
What?
Were they originally people? How about let's go to this loose handle. Hopefully get some lights on in here. Oh, it's literally just a loose handle. I thought maybe it was I can't see that, right?
A painting of a wing. Stylistically, very similar to the central piece.
I can't see. I literally can't see that on my screen. Actually, I can see it on the recording a little bit better than I can on my actual. What's this strange apparatus?
A strange device. No idea.
Do as father tells you, little one. Do as...
No idea.
Okay, here's a control panel.
Some kind of control panel. Looks embedded in this area of the wall, along with the... It isn't powered.
It isn't powered. Well, let's try the central control power.
It's definitely a control panel. Controlling what? Damn.
How do I get the power on?
Everything proceeds. Worms and flies.
Here's some papers. That might give us some ideas. Ah. I can't zoom in on them. Is there anything we can make out here? They're not, the signature's the same. So if that says butcher, B-U-T-C-H-E-R, these two letters here are the same. M-C-H-K. Can't really see much there now. What did I write down? The paper strewn on the butcher's desk are a weird gibberish, except the letters MCHK. What gives? I don't know, let's keep poking around.
This must be the butcher's. As tempting as it.
Worm. Is this wretched world
Anything here in the books?
An assortment of books, but they're all written in what's either an alphabet unknown to me or.
Okay.
They're no.
These are not for you.
Guess the butcher didn't like people touching his book.
An assortment of books, but
Okay.
some kind of control panel. Looks embedded.
Okay, I guess I can't use this
It
either.
isn't power. Of all the things in here, those alone seem to justify this nutter's nickname.
Oh, yeah, that's hard to see. Instruments means like they're surgical instruments or something there.
I'm not touching.
This won't hurt a bit, little worm.
Okay.
It's a stylized painting of a human head. I stared at the kraken head, and it seemed to stare back at me with its
So it was
blood-red
wings.
eyes. A little unsettling, I had to silently say to myself.
So this was left. This was a wing, right?
Reminded me of the ones what disappeared from underneath.
That doesn't help me. What is it?
A painting of a wing.
A wing, a kraken head, and a human head. I don't know if that's going to be useful. There's something on the floor
It's
here
an
too.
uneducated guess, but judging by the number of cables coming out of this thing, it might be what powers everything in here.
Okay, that's...
A couple of vertical openings.
So I gotta get the cables in there. A couple of vertical openings in the power generator make me think I need to stick a lever in there to look out for a two-pronged object. I think I already have one.
Yeah, this fits. But if this is a power generator, it might make for a shocking experience.
Okay, so...
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna use this piece of
I don't
wood.
see an opening to stick it into.
Okay, what if I drill it?
I've put a nice round.
And then what if I put a piece of wood in it?
All right.
There we go. Now we can see what's going on. So, one of my complaints I have on this game.
Yeah.
Whoops. I think I accidentally cut him off there. The papers strewn on the butcher's desk are now weird. Okay, MCK. Is that it's pretty easy. It's a little bit easier than I would like. Okay, maybe we can use this now.
It quickly cycles through some biological imagery.
Well, let's
No
try it.
idea.
Do as father tells.
No idea.
Okay, what about this control panel? Okay, so there's 4 positions for the little black section of the triangle. Now I was just saying this game's kind of easy, so if I get stuck here, it's going to be on my head. Okay.
It's littered with discarded pages full of.
Did that code there change?
This must be.
Yeah, it's changing, but that doesn't look like it's helping me. So this is one big triangle. And it looks like it's got 2 smaller triangles that are left and right.
Little puppets of flesh and machinery.
What am I hearing there? Oh, there's the M. See it? It's real hard to see. I barely caught that. Is there a C somewhere? That M's pointing, that's like pointing left. scanning. I mean, that M just stood right out to me, so I'm assuming the other one's in there somewhere. If you see him, man, put your hand up. I'll call on you. I don't see any of the other ones. They gotta be there. It should be easy to see.
Is this wretched world prepared for him?
MCHK. Maybe they're somewhere else in the room. I don't see him there for sure. I'll come back to it if I have to. For right now, I'm going with the mental note that M is to the left. But there was only three. There's only three things here. Oh, here's a central control panel. Does that say M? Ah. Okay, so M was.
You will learn to fear
This. I gotta find the rest.
Reminded me of the one.
Where are they gonna be?
No idea. I want to.
I think I'm gonna need to look at those pictures again.
They look pretty disturbing. I'm not touching them. This won't hurt.
worms and flies.
Let's see what he wrote down. There's a control panel right above the desk, 4-letter code in a strange alphabet. I'm supposed the butcher's own demented creation. Let's look at these papers again.
They are always watching.
They gotta be here, right?
Always watching.
I just want to find one so I know I'm on the right track. That they're actually in here. Maybe they're in the books. Maybe they're in his books. Up on the ledges. I'm sorry. I think the mic's picking up my fan today. Let me point my. It's hot today, man. Summer's coming. I just saw my my volume levels jumping around there. I apologize for that. Normally my filters catch that kind of noise. Yeah, there's nothing else here. And I can't zoom in, so I'm assuming it would be fairly easy to see. There's something in this drawing. There's an H. There's an H. See it right there?
And the little one grows steadily.
But what symbol is that? That might not be an H. Is there one up here? Let's look at his books.
Can't make heads or. They're no use. Red veins ran all over the hideous head, seeming to pulsate right under the skin, despite the fact that this was just a painting. I don't think I'd hang this thing above my work desk.
What am I missing? What am I missing? You would think it would have to. Well, no. That's not true. I was going to say, you think it'd have to be a unique symbol, but there could be a lot of symbols. It just depends on what it's associated with. Like, that symbol might be in this room 30 times, but it won't count unless it's next to an MCKH or something, right?
You have been lied to.
Where do we get the rest of the symbols?
Got myself a pocket full of pebbles. They're fun to throw around.
Fun to throw, huh? Is there anything else in this room I can look at? I don't know what the left and right control panels do. Alright, let me look at these papers again. Like, that might be an H. But it's not really next to any symbols. I mean, this pentagram's on there. It's just not clear enough. It looks like there's a number 9 in the pentagram. Alright, I'm gonna pause the recording and I'm gonna look at these really close, okay? Be right back. So I don't know if this is important to like the main puzzle we're working on, but I used the mark over here.
Left! Point left!
So obviously I'm gonna try that. And this one says... No, wait. This one says point right.
Right! Point right!
So we'll try that. But that didn't do anything.
Right!
What if I just put... Oh, I can change the... Shit, now that's really complicated. Are there ones that only point right? Man, I don't know. Like maybe that? Shit. I didn't expect that. And I was trying to look at these papers. I don't see...
I am the sheep that strayed from the herd.
I don't see any other... I don't see the C, H, and K in here anywhere. I don't, but I was thinking, see this line here, and this line here kind of looks like a K. And it's next to a pentagram, but I don't think a pentagram was one of the symbols, was it? Oh, I left the room to look in the other room, and that went away. There's no pentagram here.
Do as father tells you.
No idea.
Okay, oh man, there's 7, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 options here. And we need to use 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. Is there anything about the order of these instruments that helps?
No apparent sign of use, but could be just cleaned them real well. Ugh, no. Who knows? I've noticed these dust mounds everywhere.
Huddle! Huddle together, lovelies!
What?
I assume this is the door that's going to open or something. Wow. Is there anything in the environment? The only place all those symbols appear is on these papers. How's everybody doing? This should be out on a Friday, so I hope you're doing well. Weekend time. I still have a few more days when I'm recording this to make it to Friday. Okay, is there something about the way they're laid out?
Everything proceeds
You know, the way like, see how this is like three lines, but long, short, shorter. The signature's definitely the same on each. Correct? Correct. It's got a dagger on each side of it, so whether that's B-U-T... And if I'm supposed to get something from these papers, it would be nice if that was a little bit bigger, that I could zoom in on them. Because that dagger is definitely its own symbol. I remember seeing it, so it's not like this and this are like one character. And we need 6 across the middle, right? Or the left and the right, so... That's 8. That's 8 symbols.
The flesh will not stay merry.
All right. Okay. I was just saying how easy this game is. Kind of watching this screen here change shapes. There's nothing there that looks familiar. This one's not changing shapes. Point left, point right.
I gotta say, I find the aesthetic pleasing.
Worms and flies.
Well, yeah, see, there's that dagger.
Is this wretched world prepared for him?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's why I'm hearing that voice. I'm hearing voice when I roll over these buttons. I was. Maybe not. Okay. Well, you know what? I think we're gonna call it here. I'm just gonna accept being stuck, and they're always watching. Because the next time I play this is probably gonna be on Saturday, so I'll have more time to sit down and work on it. Maybe I can make some progress before I turn the camera back on next time. So, if you want to see me get out of this pickle, come on back. I'd appreciate it. And we'll see you then. We'll see you there. Bye now. Have a good weekend.